Oh, good. Hi, Amber. Hi, Jenna. How are you guys?
I'm good.
Good. Rodrigo, how are you today? Deshaun.
Doing excellent.
Awesome. Good to hear. We're going to start with a warm-up here at 27, and then I'm going to go right into Quizlet. So, okay. Hi, everybody. Aiden. Didn't get a chance to say hi to you. Zach. Kirsten. Hi, guys. We'll get going at 27. Hi, Nolly.
Hi, Ms. Upcup.
How are you?
I'm all right.
Good. Hi, Andrew.
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. All right, let's get going, guys. Well, I'm sure we'll have more people that enter, but until then, let's just keep rolling. All right, so we're going to start with our warm-up today. Let me go grab that. Okay, so your question is, once it opens, I turned my camera off, I think, just because it works better when I have it off. Not that I don't want you to see the fabulous Zebka, but how many calories should a person your age and activity level be consuming? That's your question. Excuse me. Good Lord. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Remember, warm-up questions don't have to be 100% correct, but give me your best educational guess. Caps and ends are required with a complete sentence. You have 57 seconds that are left. Thirty seconds. Yes. In a day. That's right, Connor. In a day. All right. So we're gonna go right into Quizlet. It'd be nice if you guys could unmic and just kind of like if we were in class, everyone would be able to speak the answer. It just saves a lot of time with you having to click, 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 click to be able to voice the answer. So here we go with Quizlet. I will ask my 2 extra credit questions, and if you are the ones that answer them, then you will be getting a reach card. All right, here we go. All right, the pressure, hold on. Let me start this over. Okay. Vessels in the circulatory system. What are the 3 vessels? Who knows them? Or if you just know one, let's start there. 3 vessels in the circulatory system. What are they called? Can you give me one? Hello.
Vessels.
What's that?
Vessels.
Okay, so what are the 3 vessels, though? What are their names?
Oh, veins are one of them.
Yep, veins are one of them. Good job, Tyra. What's another one? What are the largest?
Arteries.
Yes. And then do you know the third one? Starts with a C.
Capillaries.
You got it. Good job. Okay, next one. So those are the answers. Arteries, veins, capillaries. The process researchers use to find answers to questions. What is that process called? Process
The
researchers use.
scientific method.
Woo, good job. Was that Rodrigo?
Yes.
Good job. All right, what's the leading cause of death in the US?
Heart disease.
Yes, good job. What do we call the state of wellness characterized by peak physical, mental, social well-being? It's on the timeline at the far right-hand side. Anybody know?
Oh crap.
Starts with an O.
I did read it like 6 times.
AP.
Why? One sec.
Anybody want to help out? We don't have to put it all on Rodrigo's shoulders. How about
Jennifer Optimum.
yes, good job. Yes,
Thank
optimal.
you. I could not think of that for the life of me.
Well, you got it this time. How well you get along with others? What kind of health?
Social health.
You got it. What about the upper chambers of the heart? What are they called?
Artery.
Nope, try again. Somebody else tell me. Kaden, do you know? You gonna let Rodrigo steal the show? Don't you be typing it into Google. Give me a break.
Oh yeah. I just
Rodrigo,
randomly remembered it.
don't be a cheater.
I gotta get it right. No, I don't gotta. I won't tell you, but like, I need to look it up so I know this.
Atrium is the answer. Quit using Google. What's another word for heart?
Cardio.
Yes, good job. All right, a substance that provides nourishment.
Nutrient.
Oops. Yes. Carries blood away from the heart. A away.
Let me think.
Now, you're gonna let your brother take over here, Jenna. Come on, you guys. Don't let him answer all these questions.
Arteries.
You got it. Thank you, Kaden. It's about time you stepped up. All right, damage to the brain from interruption of blood supply. What's that? The interruption of blood flow to the brain. What is it going to cause?
Stroke.
Good job. Thank you. I think that was Jenna. You came on so fast, I couldn't check. But thank you. All right. Healthcare that focuses on the full patient, physical, mental, and social. What is it?
Join up on the Eric or something, bro.
What do you think? Starts with an H. Anybody?
Oh, wait, what was the question one more time?
Oh, sure. Carry on your own little conversation, then ask me to repeat it. Healthcare that focuses on all aspects of a patient, physical, mental, and social.
Holistic.
Good job. Thank you. Largest artery in the body. What's it called? What's it called? Starts with an A.
Aorta.
Yes, nicely done. Okay, death that occurs due to lifestyle behaviors that's on the other side of the continuum.
Premature death.
Yes, thank you. Okay, the average length of a person's life, what do we call that? It's our life what?
Expectancy.
Good job, ladies. Kathy's weighing in. I love it. Keep going. You guys know this stuff. What's another word for vessel? Beat Rodrigo. Don't let him answer this.
Yeah.
I'm going against you, Rodrigo, because you know everything.
I mean, I haven't answered like half of these questions.
Oh, yes, you have. What's another word for vessel? Keep going, though. I like it. Go. Keep going. I like people to answer. I'll give you a hint. It starts with a V.
Vein.
Nope.
No.
Think of the word cardio. Thank you, Connor Gray. I can't see the chat all the time, so it's better to just unmic yourself. Vascular is correct. All right, Connor Gray is in the mix. Okay, identification of a disease. The doctor is going to give you a what?
Diagnosis.
Yes, ding, ding. Good job. Okay, a suggested answer to a scientific question. Come on.
Hypothesis.
Oh, you little stinker. That's right. All right, a state of being comfortable with yourself. What is it? Come on, beat Rodrigo. Beat him to the punch. What is it? State of being comfortable with yourself. What form of health?
Mental.
Yes. Oh, shoot. Yes, good job. I just threw myself out of what I wanted. There we go. Okay, that's correct. Good job. Fitness of the body refers to how well your body functions. What form of health?
Physical.
Yes, Keon. Wow, there you are. You're on the map. All right, here we go. An overall state of well-being or total health? The overall
Wellness.
state. All right, good job. Leading cause of death for your age group? Who can answer it
Accident.
first? Yes. State of the physical world. That includes the condition of water, air, and food is going to cause this
Environmental.
quality. Yes. Influences people in your social group. What do we call that when people influence you?
Peer pressure.
Ding, ding. The main influence on whether a person dies or has a disability. Do you remember this one? Who can do it? Who can say it before Rodrigo?
Isn't it genetics?
Nope.
Lifestyle choices.
Ding, 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 ding. Jenna's on it. Lifestyle choices. 3 parts that make up the circulatory system. What are the 3 things that make up the system? You can name one if you have one.
One is butter.
Yes. You said blood, right? Not butter. It sounded
Yeah.
like butter. Okay, blood is one. Yes. Good job, Jenna. What's another one? What's the obvious one? Come on. Blood is one. What's the other 2?
Heart.
Yes. And Zach, you know this one?
No.
Oh, darn it.
What's it start with?
It starts with a V.
No, I don't got a clue.
All right. Well, hopefully you'll learn something here in a minute. Caden? Rodrigo? You guys know? Nolly? Aiden? Abby?
Veins?
Well, you're close. It is
Or ventricle?
vessels. Heart, vessels, and blood make up the circulatory system. Okay. The pressure that is exerted by the blood. What do we call that? Pressure that's exerted in the walls of the arteries. What is that called? It's measuring what? What is the pressure inside those arteries? You go to the doctor, they're going to take a what?
Blood pressure.
Yes. Good job. Absolutely. Okay, blood vessels that carry blood to the heart. What do we call that? What's the general term for blood to the heart? What carries blood to the heart? To the heart. Rodrigo, you left me. Yes, Connor Gray, veins. Good job. Excellent. Okay, a condition in which blood flows to part of the heart muscle is blocked and it causes a myocardial infarction. What is it? What is that going to cause?
Clot.
Well, no. The clot will cause this to happen, though, Kian. Do you know what it would cause?
Nah.
All right. What would that cause if there was a blood clot or blood that stopped flowing to the heart? What would it cause?
Heart attack?
You got it. Okay, what does the right side of the heart carry? What kind of blood? The right side of the heart, what kind of blood is it carrying? O2 or non-O2?
O2.
Actually, it is carrying non-O2.
Yeah, I knew that. I was just messing with you.
I figured you were. Okay, so non-oxygenated or what we call deoxygenated. Okay, the pressure in the arteries when the heart is at rest. So this is that bottom number of a math problem called the denominator, but what is it called when we talk about blood pressure?
Systolic, I think.
Nope, it's
Or
actually
or is it
diastolic. Yeah, remember, denominator starts with a D and so does diastolic. Okay, what is the bottom chambers of the heart called? The top ones are atrium. What are the bottom ones?
Ventricles.
Ventricles. Very good. Yes. Okay, doors in the heart. What do we call those? They keep blood flowing.
Valve.
Yes, good job. Okay, what is the process by which your body takes in and uses food?
Nutrition.
Yes. High blood pressure, 140/90. What is that called? Starts with an H.
Hypertension.
You got it. Good job, Tyra. Okay, a condition in which fatty deposits called plaque build up in the arteries. What is that? It's a very long word, and it kind of goes with sclerosis.
Oh,
AT.
atherosclerosis.
Close enough. Atherosclerosis.
Yeah, atherosclerosis. Okay.
Yes. What are the principle that tries to explain something that happens in nature? What's that one? Starts with a T. TH. Rodrigo.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Funny. Oh my God, you're killing me. Your little laugh. Okay. What is it? TH. A principle that tries to explain something that happens in nature. What? Yes, thank you. Okay, and what about the left side of the heart? Zach.
Oxygenated. Oh, my bad.
That's okay. I just thought that he might be able to answer that for me. Right, oxygenated.
You know,
Good
I was probably gonna say the other one, to be honest.
job. That's funny. Okay, the pressure in the arteries when the heart is beating. It's that other word. The bottom one is the denominator. What's that top number called in blood pressure?
Systolic.
Good job, Abby. Ooh, excuse me, I was gonna sneeze. Okay. We're almost done. I think that was it. That was all of it. Good job. Nicely done. All right. Fantastic. So now I want to go back to Karl packet. That's what I call it anyway. Okay, and we did his menu yesterday. I have that pulled up, so let's just recap it for a second. Okay, so what we did yesterday, if you were not in class, is we were looking at Karl's diet and we were dissecting it, okay? And so we were adding up all the calories, and this class came up with 4,158. He says that he actually consumes 3,300. So if you go with what we calculated, he would be misleading as far as, not giving us the whole story. So if we go back to some questions. Okay. So let's think about all the things we know about him. Okay. We know his height, his weight. We know his blood pressure. We know his typical calorie intake. We know he doesn't have any family history. His activity is I think it was 2 to 3 times a week, if I remember correctly. So my question to you is, now that we know that stuff, what other things will we need to know about the information we have? Can you think about that? We have this information, but what else do we need to know about the information that we have? Can anyone speak to that? Maybe put something in the chat if you don't want to be vocal. But since we have that information, what else do we need to know? Think about that a minute. We know his height, his weight, his blood pressure. But what do we need to know about the information we now have? What do you think? Can we make a determination with evidence on whether he's at risk for cardiovascular disease? What do you think? What do you think there, people? What else do we need to know about the information we have? Like, let me throw this at you. We know his blood pressure was, what was his blood pressure? 144/95. What do we need to know about the blood pressure to determine whether he's at risk or not? What do we need to know? His blood pressure is 144/95. So what would we need to know about that blood pressure? Am I on mute? A simple response would be great at this point in time. Any thoughts? Like, let's say, here's another example. Let's say we know that he eats around 3,000, 4,000 calories. What more do we need to know about that? Let's say we know that he is skateboarding 2 to 3 times a week. What else do we need to know about that? What other information do we need to know before we can say yes or no that he's at risk? Nobody wants to weigh in on this. Everyone's conscious. Okay, well, since you don't want to respond to me, we would need to know, first of all, is 3,300 what a typical kid his age, his size should be eating? Because we don't know. Another thing is, is the blood pressure good or bad? We also need to know if he, for his age, what should he weigh? What should his height be? So we need to look at some of those variables to be able to determine whether he's at risk for cardiovascular disease, okay? So I'm going to show you a couple things. So the first one are the calories, okay? So I'll scroll up kind of slow so that, if you're a female, you can kind of see that it's divided among sedentary, moderately active, and active, okay? So sedentary means like you use your finger for exercise for the clicker. You walk out to get the mail. You sit and watch TV a lot of the time or play video games. So you're not really getting your heart rate up at all. Moderate activity means that you are getting your heart rate up about 2 to 3 times a week. Active is that you are keeping your heart rate up throughout the week about 3 to 5 days a week, okay? So for females, you can kind of see how many calories you should be consuming if in fact you are, depending where you are, sedentary, moderately, or active. So for guys, again, the first column is sedentary, second is moderate, third is active, okay? So I would say that Karl, would you say he's sedentary? moderately, or active? Where would you place him in those categories? What do you think?
Sedentary.
Sedentary, so he doesn't do anything,
Yeah.
but he does
No,
skateboard.
no. Not active, but the other one.
Moderately?
Yeah, that one.
All right. So let's say he is moderately, and he is in ninth grade, and I have a ninth grader myself who is 14. So, 15. 15, I take that back. 15. And so then if he was moderate, then he should be consuming between 1,800 and 2,200. Okay. And another thing we need to look at is a height and weight ratio chart. So, for example, if he was, and I'm trying to remember, I want to say was he 6 foot? 5'9". Okay, close. All right. So he's 5'9", and if he's on the low range, it'd be 139. If he's right on target, he should be 157. And if he's kind of on the high side, he's going to be at 175. So even at 175, he's overweight for this chart, which I believe he said he was, didn't he say he was like 190, if I recall correctly? Oh, geez, 200 pounds. So I was off. All right. So according to this chart, he's overweight. Okay. So he should weigh, we could take the high side and we'll say 175. So he's 25 pounds overweight. And if you're a female, you can look these charts up online to see kind of where you are. But I'm 5'3", and I'm on the high side, I would say, for myself. Okay. You could be anywhere along here, but this is just one scale. There's lots of different scales. Sometimes you go to your doctor's office and they'll have a scale. When you were babies, every time you went into your well visits, they would say, oh, your height is this, and so you're 50 in the 50 percentiles, or you're in the 90 percentiles. And so this is just kind of a image that represents that, or a similarity to it. Okay. So right now we know that he is overweight for how much he should be for his age and his height. And we also learned that he's eating way too many calories. Okay. So going back to the question, so this is just an evaluation. His blood pressure should be 120/80. It is not. He should be consuming between right around 2,200, 2,400 calories per day. And he should be skateboarding at least an hour for 3 days a week to burn off 500 calories. All right, so I'm going to split you off again. And your question's going to be based on the evidence. Determine whether you feel Karl is at risk for cardiovascular disease. So when I group you up, you need to talk about what evidence you think that causes him to be at risk for cardiovascular disease, or the evidence that proves he's not. Okay, so when you get into your groups, you have to decide whether he's at risk for cardiovascular disease, and then you need to come up with 2 or 3 reasons why. Okay. Can somebody recap the directions for me so I make sure they're crystal clear for all of you? Rodrigo, you have a lot to say today. Tell me what I just said. Rodrigo. Nolly. Are you in the house? Hello? Jenna, can you answer me at least? Jenna Vogel.
So we're supposed
okay.
to
Thank you. Go ahead.
put in the breakout rooms, and we have to answer if he's at risk for cardiovascular disease or not.
And then I need evidence. So you have to come up with a couple reasons why you think so. Okay? All right, so my first group is going to be a breakout with Abby, Analia, Andrew, Rodrigo. Group 2 would be Caden, Deshawn, Devin, Kirsten. Group 3, Aiden, Anaya, Connor, Jenna. That's Gray. Kathy, Keon, Shane, Zach. And my final group is Connor, Tyra, Ember. Okay, so you need to figure out if he's at risk, yes or no, and at least 1 or 2 reasons why you say that. Okay, so here you go. All right, we're all coming back here. We'll just wait for a few more minutes to get everybody in. All right, so somebody unmic and tell me, is he at risk for cardiovascular disease?
He
Yes.
is indeed.
All right, so somebody give me the evidence that you gathered that would make you say he's at risk.
Like someone else or me?
You can tell me what you have.
He's overweight, and we don't know if he gets an hour exercise every single day.
Yeah, we don't know. We just know it's 2 to 3 times a week. What else? What other things besides what Zach said are going to put you at risk, or what you think could cause him to be at risk besides those 2 things? Thank you, Zach. What else?
He's eating too many calories a day.
Okay, so yes, like he should be between, well, as one of the scales we looked at, he should be as low as 1,800 and as high as 2,200, but we could also say it could be right around 2,200 to 2,400. So yeah, he's consuming way too many calories. There's another piece of evidence that needs to be brought forward also. What else? What's the other piece of evidence that has not been addressed yet?
His blood pressure.
Yes, thank you, Jenna. His blood pressure. Okay, so it's too high. It is borderline hypertensive this young. And so those are a lot of the key ingredients to why we think he might be at risk for cardiovascular disease. Okay. Awesome. Good job, you guys. All right. So I'm going to go through the evidence with you, and then we're going to work on our demo page. So let me present the screen for you super quick, and then we will look at that. Okay, so Karl's blood pressure is 144/95. It should be 120/80. His calorie intake is too high, so it's right around the 2,400 calories is where it should be. Activity levels are not enough to burn off the extra calories, so they are going to be stored as fat, and that is a risk for cardiovascular disease. Some good news, though. Let me put this on the screen better. Okay, so some good news is that he does lead a relatively stress-free life. He enjoys his times with friends and family. He doesn't smoke cigarettes or gets any form of exposure to secondhand smoke. His schedule is open enough to allow more physical activity, and he doesn't have that family history of cardiovascular disease. Okay? All right. So the next time we meet, I am going to give you an assignment, but because we have the demo page, I don't want to overburden you. So in Google Classroom is your demo 2 ingredient bagels, okay? So your demo sheet's here. The videos, one is the video of them coming out of the oven, and the other one is the actual making of the 2 ingredient bagels. So I am going to, as I always do, I'm going to, if you look at your screen here for a second, I'm going to hand you the demo page, and you are going to go watch the videos and work on the demo page until 1:25, which is when we get out. If you have completed the demo page, then you need to either on mic and tell me to check Google Classroom, or you can put in the chat that you're done and I will check Google Classroom. But you are not dismissed until it's in and accounted for in Google Classroom. Okay. So again, it's the 2 ingredient bagels and your demo page, and we're going to work on it until 1:25. If you have questions, let me know so we can address them. And make sure you do your own work. Okay. Does anybody have any questions or anything for the good of the order? We got about 5 minutes left, so I just want to make sure that I answer any questions you have before you head out. This class is really quiet. The only people I really heard from today are Jenna, Rodrigo, and Zach. Maybe I heard a little bit from Caden.
I don't got any questions. I just wanted you to know that I was still here.
I know you're still there, and I appreciate you coming and talking. That's great. You know how boring it is for Miss Ebka to just sit and blah, 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 blah and have nobody respond? I'm getting a conscience. I'm starting to feel like nobody wants to listen to me. And I know some of that's true, but come on. A little interaction would be nice, don't you think, Zach?
Yeah.
Good Lord. All right. Well, I am all set with you. I hope you're all done and you've done a nice job and used your complete sentences like you're supposed to. So there's nothing more on my end. I just like to stop a little early in case there's questions or concerns. So if you're all good, I'm good, and you can head out.
All right. See you.
Bye, Zach. Thanks for talking to me today.
Yep.
Rodrigo, you want to stay around and talk to Miss Upka? Or are you there?
Yeah, I'm about to actually go to my weight training class.
Oh, really? Cool. We'll have fun.
Yeah. Have a great day.
You too. See you, bud. Hi,
So
Tyra.
the Carl's diet, I turned in kind of late because I thought I hit the turn in button, but I guess
Okay.
I didn't. And I went to check today before class, and I guess it didn't turn in. So I wanted to let you know I turned it in today.
Okay, I gotcha.
Alrighty.
All right. Thanks, hon. I'll talk to you when? Monday?
Yeah, Monday.
All right. We'll take care of those little chillins and we'll talk to you soon.
Yeah. Bye, Miss Zepka.
Bye, Tyra.